Hey y'all, we've got the full moon coming up in Libra on April 7th/April 8th. Happens around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can always feel the effects before and after the full moon anyway. So we've got 6 piles. Pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hmm. 1. Full moon in Libra. We've got the 8 of Cups reversed. You can see that little line. Oh well. The moon reversed. The Death card reversed. Five of Pentacles. In this case, I want to keep going. So we've got the Death card reversed. The Moon reversed. The 8 of Cups reversed. Five of Pentacles. I'm feeling a resistance to facing your feelings. A resistance to taking your emotions back from toxic interactions that you're having now and relationships from your past, a resistance to transformation with the Death card being reversed, which is why you feel so lonely. And I'm getting the sense of like that kind of, I need more, I need this, I need that, and nothing will ever fulfill you. The reason being that you're not letting go emotionally so you can transform. You're stuck. Nothing's going to fill that void that you're feeling, that need, that desire. Nothing physical, not a job, not things. And that lack of understanding that you feel from others and from yourself is because you're resisting this transformation. The moon reversed. Because I had this like strong urge to be like, you're facing your feelings, you're coming out of a period where you walked away from emotional investments and emotional attachments that were toxic. And you're coming out of this period of death and you're coming into the rebirth. And then I was like, I don't think so though. I think this is actually like, it's not being done. And it needs to be done. Otherwise this lack mentality will continue. Yeah. Let me just read out of the book. Yeah. So this card is reversed, but I do want to read this to you. Don't look back. Take care. Think before you act. The unsettling conditions and events are not under your control. Be cautious until they pass or clarify. Remove yourself if you can. Take advantage of support or advice from those with your best interests at heart. You're not reclaiming self-love as much as you should. Your heart belongs to people who don't have your best interest at heart, whether they're consciously aware of it or not, which causes them to control you in some ways, even if they're not physically in your life, but I feel like some of them are. It's why you feel this the lack of self-love, nothing's ever enough. So we've got the Goddess card reversed. Exploitation of the female nature and form. I get the sense that the people that I'm referring to exploit their female nature to have power over you, or they have, if these are exes. Yeah. It feels like a passive aggressive manipulation, subconscious manipulation. Whoever you feel like really attached to and kind of stuck by and mad at and obsessed with, etc., you know? It's because they have subconsciously manipulated you. I'm sorry, I know these are heavy messages, but you're here to grow if you're listening, so. And these are also your archetype cards, and it feels like this is for you. The magical child. I feel like you have faith, like even though you're still dealing with this energy, it feels like something you've been dealing with for a while, and really intense cycles that you've been in probably your whole life, possibly even past lives. So sometimes they repeat. You know, it's kind of like we heal a little bit or we shed a little bit or, you know, we gain some insight about it. And then in the next cycle where it's repeating again, then we deal with it a little better next time. And then we understand it a little better next time. So don't be too frustrated if this is something you've been dealing with for a while, which it feels like you have, because this is something really big that you're breaking out of. It feels like it's probably one of the biggest toxic cycles in your life. And once you do, I just want to assure you that once you do, there's going to be a world of difference. And you will get there as long as you're relentless, you know, and patient with yourself. Because like I said, sometimes you have to repeat the cycle over and over until it's broken. And in this case, it feels like it's multiple people, so even harder. Understandable. So yeah, with the magical child, I'm getting like a message of faith and innocence. Like your inner child is very special and magical and can create magic and manifests and has that purity, that joy. And it's like you still have that even through this. And if there are times when you don't, you get frustrated, tap into that, you know? Children forgive really easily, usually, you know, from that innocent place and depending on their age. But, you know, it's like your inner child wants to be unconditionally loving and compassionate and forgiving. So I think you just need to really focus on that with yourself and these people. Because it feels like there's one in particular who's not aware that they're doing it. It's based on their own personal trauma, which they haven't even fully faced, nor are they aware of. And it feels like for your exes, probably like a lot of them, and you were just attracting what you were used to. So this is a general reading, so take it how it applies. But yeah, have compassion for yourself, have compassion for these people. Compassion helps break the cycle. Worry, and I know it's difficult, trust me. I know. Warrior. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Yeah, like you'll get through this. Like you're strong, you know? It's like you have this purity and this innocence about you, but it's like you'll also, like when you have a goal, you'll get there. Like you have that warrior strength, that willpower. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. That's really big for you. Actually, I'm getting a message that you're going to have some kind of breakthrough, mental breakthrough, in terms of self-sacrifice and conquering the ego for this full moon. Yeah, because you have to shift from ego to childlike innocence in dealing with this. But then you also have to have skill and discipline of a warrior because you're going up against like subconscious manipulation. So it's all about finding the balance, and Libra is all about balance. It's the sign about balance. The full moon is in Libra. So balance between the warrior and the magical child, which is very prominent within you. These are upright. And we have priest. So facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. I'm getting a sense here that divine timing Like there's a reason why you've been facing this, and it's spiritually related. It's related to your spiritual growth. You're being assisted because it's part of your spiritual growth. And there's a reason for all of it, don't think it's all for nothing. It's just difficult, and you have to deal with other people's crap. Like, it's not all about that. It's all about like understanding why you're responding to it in your own way, and what lives inside you that happens to attract this, and leading others later on in life by helping them through this because you've been through it. Yeah. And spiritual commitment, I see this as like you plan for this as part of your life's purpose, your life's calling, your destiny, your lessons. This is a commitment that you made, a commitment that you would make also to break out of it. So, yeah. Also, another message from the priest card: as soon as you break free from these cycles, this is just one big cycle involving the same female archetype, regardless of who it is, or the nature of the relationship. Still, it's a particular shadow goddess archetype. You will serve as a channel of spiritual energy, but this can't come from ego. Like we were talking about with the warrior. Serving as a channel of spiritual energy requires a lot of humility. Actually, that's the only way you can be a channel for spiritual energy, and I think that's actually going to be part of your big aha moment, like actually integrating this into your experience. It's one thing to understand something intellectually, but it's another to integrate it into your energy where it's a part of who you are. So I think that's going to be really big for you. I'm feeling that in this full moon. Okay. So for the unicorns, you've got definitely yes. I think that you're in a place where you're like, God, am I ever going to get through this? Am I ever going to break free of this energy? Am I ever going to feel like I have enough? Like, yes, you will. You will. Just takes time, patience, humility, compassion, understanding, and the willpower of a warrior who is willing to put their ego aside as necessary. Especially to be a channel for spiritual energy, which it seems like that's also a part of your life's calling. So believe it or not, all this mucky energy you're dealing with internally, externally, and what you're attracting to you, it's a part of your spiritual calling to be a channel for spiritual energy. I think that it's about breaking down your ego, mostly. So try something new. If what you've been trying isn't working, you either have to be patient for the right time, or you have to try communicating in a different way with those who are still physically in your experience. If you find yourself still thinking about people from your past, like their energy is still present with you, you still obsess about what happened with them, talking like exes, could be even like old friends. Try something new in terms of how you're processing your thoughts and your emotions about them. Like sometimes closure has to come within yourself, and you can't have it like from talking to them or dealing with them. But in other cases, it does come from talking to and dealing with them. And I think you're going to have to explore both avenues because, like I said, some people are physically in your life, may even just be one person, and some are like from your past. So try something new. I also, when I saw these, in these particular, when these all three came out together, you were gifted. Try something new, definitely yes. You're being called to create something. You're being called to be creative right now. And I think that is involving your feelings. These feelings that you can't seem to get over because every time they come up, you just stuff them down instead of truly deal with them. Let them be free. And this may not be conscious, It's obviously not. Like, it could be, I don't know, it could be both. You could be like aware of it, but also not at the same time. It's very possible. But basically, they're being put back in your subconscious. Every time they come up, they're being put back for one reason or another, okay? You are gifted in the art of transmuting through creativity. So, if what you're doing isn't working, try something new. Like what I was already saying, but then also like being creative, whatever your creative outlet is, just to get the feelings out, just to understand them, Sometimes they just need to be released. This could be journaling, painting, songs, even just making a playlist and listening to it and singing and dancing. That is a creative release, you know? Creativity can be expressed in all different ways. Writing a short story. Just writing and writing and writing about how you're feeling in a journal. Yeah, you're going to get through this, definitely. Like I was saying, divine timing. But also, you can speed up divine timing based on your willingness. That's why we're co-creators. So, there may be a part of you, it feels like there's a part of you that is willing and has been doing the work and really trying and getting frustrated and actually making movement, making progress. Slow progress is what I'm hearing. But then there's a part of you that it's like it's too much to bear, so it gets pushed back to your subconscious. So just really being aware of your own habits is important here. Okay, and then we've got final card. Earth and Air Dragon represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Yeah, I feel like this is a matter of you have blocks in your chakras, specifically in your heart chakra, and I'm also hearing in your sacral chakra. So that's your sexual creative chakra. So you need to free these emotions that are blocking the flow of energy within your chakras from your heart. And then in terms of your sacral, maybe I'm getting a message now since your sacral is also blocked, you are either having sex with or masturbating to or having like sexual thoughts about people from your past that you need to let go of, and that's creating blocks in your sacral. But I'm also getting a message of you're typically creative and you're finding that you're up hitting a roadblock, like you just can't be creative, you know, like writer's block for some of you. It's because your sacral is blocked. Because your sacral chakra is sexuality and creativity. But with this card, it talks about like your higher self integrating into your body, like we were talking about, you being a channel for spiritual energy, and your higher self can't integrate into your body, you know, heaven being united with earth, because our body is of the earth, until the blocks are cleared. So stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. That magical child is still inside of you and hasn't given up hope for good reason. It looks like this is in the plan that you will eventually get through this. Definitely yes, from the unicorns. But with stay balanced between your magical child and your warrior, and also from the unicorns, get creative about how you're dealing with others and how you're dealing with your own feelings. Because being like, okay, I feel that. Okay, now I don't. Like, that's just stuffing it back down. It's going to keep you stuck with the lack of creativity and the meaningful connections that you crave. Okay. 2, full moon in Libra. Okay. 5 of Cups reversed. 9 of Cups. I'm hearing breakthrough. You've been really focused on past relationships, past heartbreaks, loss, pain, suffering of the heart. And you found it hard to break out of this. But in this full moon, it's like, finally, eureka. In a small or a big way, to reach this 9 of Cups energy that you've been craving so much. Self-love, self-satisfaction, manifesting what you want, appreciating what you have, just your heart chakra feeling like free-flowing, like working through these blocks that you've had. 9 of Cups, getting what you want, being satisfied, self-satisfied. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like self-love and like you're really healing from the past in matters of the heart, because these are Cups cards. So 3 of Wands. I want to touch on this more because this is huge for you. I actually feel like this is like you finally did it. Like one of your biggest and hardest lessons in life was this. Okay. So, 3 of Wands. Like I'm getting the message here of you're still feeling very like fiery and passionate and creative, and I'm hearing a winner. Like you're feeling like a winner, just where you are. Um, but you're also kind of waiting on something, and I think that's going to be different for all of you. And the more you can be in this happy, creative, positive, passionate, I'm good where I'm at type of energy, like not necessarily I'm good where I'm at, but like I am grateful for what I have and what I've learned and what I've achieved, the sooner what you're waiting on will be like, hello, I'm here. Because this is a card of waiting. But I also am seeing with the wands here, like gratefulness, presence, appreciation. That's actually like a really big thing for you too. I have a feeling you used to be and are still kind of evolving out of this like what's next mentality. I'll be happy when I get to what's next or what I want, what I'm dreaming of, like not really fully appreciating the moment, what you have in the moment. I'm not saying at all, I'm saying like not fully. And you're really going to be embodying this energy. So yeah, you're embodying it, but then you're also kind of like, yeah, but I kind of know something's coming, but you're in like a really, really good space. Like I'm actually feeling like it's coming. I think it's important for me to let you know it is. Whatever your intuition like feels, it's right. And I think actually you're even more tapped into your emotions and your intuition now, to where like I'm hearing for some of you like you're going to need like oracles and tarot much less. Okay, 4 of Wands. Yeah. This feels like home is where the heart is. That's the message that I'm getting here. Maybe, yeah, some of you are like travelers and you never really had like a home base, or you traveled from home to home, or like you just never really felt at home in your family, etc. Like you just never really had like a stable home, and that really, hurt. And that was also part of this like 5 of Cups, like loss of the past. Like you just never felt like at home or accepted or stable, secure. But you've come to this understanding that once you're stable and secure and happy in yourself and you have self-love, like true authenticity, true expression of yourself, true taking care of yourself, like home is wherever you are. And you're always stable and you're always safe and you're always secure and taken care of. So for this 4 of Wands, this doesn't feel like it's tied to a home, which can be what this card means. This feels more like you've reached this place of stability within yourself. Again, with the wands, like passion and happiness. Like I'm actually feeling like a lot of you are fire signs. Tell me how that resonates. Like prominent fire placements. And you're really embodying that in like a very warm, nurturing way. Home is where the heart is, and you're in the self-love energy, so you feel at home within yourself. Which is why you're stable and you can handle whatever is thrown your way very gracefully. And you burn up those lower energies as necessary, whether they're inside you or coming from others. So it makes you a force to be reckoned with and a force for good and healing. And you're very necessary right now. So, okay. So we've got 4 more cards from this deck. Some of them were 4 and some of them were 8. So you got 8. We've got the Daughter of Swords reversed. I'm hearing growing up. And with it being the Daughter of Swords, I think your gender, it's not about that, because I think some of you are men or female to male or male to female. It's not about like your physical gender. It's about like that feminine part of you, like the cups, the heart, these are the cup cards. It's like you're having these mental understandings with the swords that have led to your heart healing with the cups, that have allowed you to grow up. So You're not getting unwanted attention now. It's kind of like you're good either way if someone's paying attention to you or not, with the peacocks. The peacock feathers being here. Yeah. And then the Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, I think a lot of people, they had wrong ideas about you and they projected them onto you, and they may have even become a part of your experience because you were emotionally attached to them. But as you heal these emotions that you had invested in them, these deceptive ideas, these deceptive thoughts, these deceptive projections are, hello, they're being lifted with this being reversed. And you're seeing yourself more clearly. You're sending energy back that's no longer yours by healing your heart. Yeah. And if there was a part of you that was deceptive in any way, it's like you just don't feel inclined to be that way anymore because you're not coming from a wounded place. Hope. And in this deck, this is called the Woman. So, we were talking about how we're healing feminine energies, regardless of our gender. And I'm really being drawn to it's sacral. I know it's yellow, which would be the, I don't know why I always want to say the sternum chakra, but that's the third chakra, okay? It's the color of willpower, okay? That this is who I am, I'm confident about it, and I'm out here in the world chakra. But I'm actually being drawn to this as sacral energy for you. You're healing your creativity specifically. It's in the general area. There's a little orange in there. The sacral chakra is orange. Yeah. I'm all note to self. Find out what the name of the sternum chakra is. So yeah, you're going to feel a lot more creative, especially with the wands. We were talking about the wands being passionate. Vitality, it's also creativity. So act on that creativity. It's time. There's a reason why you have these creative ideas. They want to be given form through you. Also, with this being the star, hope. You have hope again. And I'm not saying you ever really fully lost it. You feel pretty optimistic. I'd think probably you have a prominent Sagittarius placement. But it's that hope is expanding. That faith is being restored in ways that you were just well, I'm kind of, I don't know what to do, you used to kind of feel that way, I don't know what to do, I'm not sure how to get out of this or change this, or you have taken your power back. You know what needs to be done. You know when you need to have faith and let the universe help you, and you have hope again. Really, you're a beacon of hope, and not just for yourself, but also others. And this hope that you exude, this light that you exude, which is another message I'm getting from this card, it's going to be challenged, okay? I want you to be prepared for that, especially in these types of times, but don't give into it. You've healed way too much to give into it, Defend yourself as necessary, debate as necessary, but don't give into the, lower vibrations that come at you out of fear or jealousy or whatever, Don't play their game. Be willing to, say what needs to be said and then move on and let it go. Because I kind of feel you're supposed to also, teach, by how you handle things, by what you say, and also be I understand where you're coming from, it's not you think you're better than everybody else, but if someone's going to come at you attacking, make sure that you respond with well, I understand that this is where you're coming from, especially with Libra. Use this Libra energy. The full moon is in Libra. I understand and I see this. Also work on seeing it. Work on understanding where they're coming from. This Libra energy is all about the other. It's all about seeing others' perspectives, so you can really tap into it more, but then also be however, this is what I meant, or, however, actually it's this, and then move on. Teach and move on. See these things as opportunities rather as annoyances, although I understand that they are. Are you serious? There's another one. Oh, get out of here. Sorry. Get out. Speaking of annoyances, it's a queen ant. So yeah, we've got another daughter of wands reverse. So growing up, you've healed your thoughts and the way you communicate with others, and you're really going to see this in this full moon window, during the full moon, after the full moon, which has brought you back in your power, the wands, the creativity, the passion, the vitality. Yeah. You're a source of hope for yourself and for others. And with both of the pages being reversed, it's like, this is you growing up, regardless of your age. You know, we all have opportunities to mature at different ages in our lives. There isn't like a specific age where you're just an adult, realistically. So, you know, in terms of society's rules, yes. And I understand some of them. But in terms of like mental and emotional maturity, that I feel is ongoing. And you're reaching like some serious maturity here. Okay. So we've got your archetype cards are next. This is the second queen ant that's been in this room. I don't know what they're doing in here. Kind of funny though if you think about the symbology, right? All right, so archetypes, femme fatale. Yeah, it's like, look, highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. We've been talking about how you've been healing that feminine aspect of yourself, that energy within you. Opens your heart. Yeah, and I really feel like this you're also kind of feeling like sexier. Like you like looking at yourself, you know, or you're really gonna see it in the full moon. Like, damn, I'm hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you're gonna, if you haven't, like, you know, masturbate and enjoy yourself more. Like, look yourself in the mirror. Like, get into it. You're super sexy because you're in your power, okay? This is sacral energy that I was already feeling, sexual and creative energy. And the more that you're in your power sexually, the more creative you're going to be. The more creative you are, the more sexual you're going to be in like a really healthy way. So yeah, I'm just feeling like a real strong Queen of Wands energy here, even though Queen of Wands didn't come out, like for you, and regardless of your gender. I've said that like a million times, but I just want it to be known, you know? You can be a guy or trans or whatever and still be like a fucking queen. Sorry, I cussed. My videos aren't monetized, so I can cuss. Sorry, guys, if you have videos and you can't. Anyway, I know some readers come to my channel, so. Loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. I think that you're kind of in this transition phase where you're like evolving into the queen. And you have queen moments, but it's like you are evolving. You are maturing. But then, you know, I feel like you're almost there. And there are moments where you are there. And it feels like this is a very speedy evolution. So take care of your physical body because as your energy changes drastically and quickly, your physical body is going to be like, ugh. So take extra care of yourself, you know, water, healthy food, like relaxing. Make sure the people you interact with as much as possible are positive, you know, because you're going to have to deal with some negative situations too. So try and temper that with some positive interactions. Anyway, loyalty, romance, and chivalry. I really feel like that's super like applicable, you know? Like you're loyal to like the human spirit. You're loyal like in terms of your compassion. You're loyal to yourself most of all. You know, it's like you're not going to let anybody tell you who you are. You're not going to be somebody that you're not. Romance, I definitely feel like a romantic type of, can't we all just get along, you know? Like, and chivalry, like doing the right thing. This is you in this full moon. We've got Child of Nature in reverse. Let's see here. What's this about? Yeah, I mean, I think that with the abuse here, I mean, I know that's a trigger word, But I think that this represents like you are going to be dealing with some people who are throwing shade your way. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, but I'm feeling like more of like a defensiveness rather than like abuse, but it could be abusive. Like there could be some people around you that are like subtly abusive enough where it's still societally acceptable, if you know what I mean. I'm definitely feeling that energy from this card too. So that ties back into what I was saying about how like, your light shining so brightly is going to trigger other people. But it's an opportunity to teach and to prove to yourself that you love yourself enough to stand up for yourself. You don't need anybody else to do it for you. Okay, and we got the wounded child here. Yeah, this is another archetype of, I have a feeling you're going to be dealing with a lot of different instances because you're evolving. You're going to be seeing a reflection in your outer world of other people coming to you with issues that you are evolving out of. Okay, so this represents you and what you're evolving out of, the shadow attribute, but then you're triggering the wounds of others. So blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. You standing in your power is going to trigger other people's wounds and they may lash out at you. Resists moving on through forgiveness. Yeah, and there may be some people who want to keep tangoing with you over and over. You're just going to have to be patient through that, be the bigger person. And like I said, this also kind of represents what you're evolving out of, so it's good to know how to deal with it and to know where they're coming from. Although, again, annoying. Tendency to, we already talked about that one. Tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. You also may be dealing with some people who you may be standing up about the environment and, the treatment of animals, possibly even like vegetarian, veganism, and, you'll experience a lot of flack from standing up for that, but don't let that stop you, is a strong message here. Teamwork. It's your unicorn oracle card. Work with others to make the situation come about. This queen ant is like all up in my business right now. I'm sorry. Cat, how do you hear? Teamwork. Yeah, I think you're being called to have interactions, like a lot of them online, in person, even during this pandemic, even during this isolation. You are going to be a source of teaching and hope right now. So you're actually being called to deal with others. And like I said, try to balance this out. Try to make sure that there's a balance between these like difficult experiences you have to have communicating with people and then like uplifting positive ones. And if you're finding that the balance is off, seek it out, because this full moon being in Libra will help you in that way, because Libra's all about balance and relationships. So if you set the intention and you ask the universe for help, especially, I'm really feeling like you'll receive it. Like that's a strong, positive, affirmative, okay? But if you think that like, oh, this is all about just me spending time alone with myself, actually it's the opposite. So, if you feel like that's something you need, you're going to need to carve out time for it. Because I feel like you're really needed in terms of communicating with others, even when it's difficult, especially when it's difficult. Ugh, I feel your pain because it's my pile. I already know it. I'm allowed to be a little annoyed and still be willing and up for the task and compassionate. It's okay to... Another thing about this Libra moon for you and for me to realize is it's okay to feel opposites simultaneously, okay? It's all about how you act and how you deal with it. Because you have to like allow expression for like the negative emotions. Otherwise, they're just going to eat you up. And it's going to cause you to be more reactionary and defensive when you need to be like a beacon of hope and a leader. You know what I mean? So, okay. And then your dragon is the earth and water dragon. Creates the foundation for new growth. Yeah, it's like you're helping to, till the earth. A song just popped into my head. That's so funny. And the line is till the earth. We till the earth. This bug. It's like she's purposely taunting me. She's on top of my computer and she's just like climbing all over it. Now she's like flying around the light. Yeah, you're helping to create like a better foundation, like a clear foundation, if that makes sense, for new growth to happen, because humanity is in like a very transition phase. I mean, not only are we dealing with this pandemic and we're going to come out changed, obviously, logically, but also it's like this is the beginning of the astrological new year. This is springtime. If you study the astrology of the Saturn Pluto conjunction specifically, I mean, Pluto is all about like starting over, death and rebirth, and Saturn is about like structures and society, and especially with Saturn being in Capricorn. So astrologically, we are going through like a huge death and rebirth process. So you're assisting and telling the earth to create a better foundation for new growth in terms of the environment, in terms of humanity, in terms of all of the species on this planet, okay? And that's real. So, look at this. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. If you feel like you're really frustrated by where you are, I feel you, but there's a reason why. Confirmation, but there's a reason why you're there. And if you really think about it, you'll understand, because I had an epiphany either yesterday or the day before, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense why I'm still here. And there will be new opportunities that come in for you. And I'm really feeling like after the pandemic has been solved, I guess we could say, there will be, this isn't going to go on forever, okay? If you're worried and you're kind of feeling like stuck, and like you were already feeling stuck and now you feel even more stuck, like things will change. They will, okay? Look, a fresh start is coming with new opportunities. They will come for you as they will come for all of humanity, but this is specifically for you. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. Abundance is coming for you, especially if you do the work that you're being called to do, which is very difficult, okay? I feel like even more so. And if you feel like you've been doing this work for a long time and like being really patient and like just really, really frustrated, it's completely understandable, and allow yourself to feel it and be honest with yourself about how you're feeling and let it out, okay? Because this is not for the faint of heart. This pile, my pile, your pile, this is not for the faint of heart. This is for like spiritual warriors. So yeah. Nurture your ideas. If there's anything that like makes you happy and creative right now, like really act on that, because you deserve this time to carve out time to be creative, to be happy, to enjoy yourself, to nurture your ideas wherever they are. You know, it doesn't have to be artistic. It could be anything. It could be like a new recipe you wanted to try, a book you wanted to read. Like, nurture your ideas. That's self-love, you know? And I feel like you're going to get a really great harvest from it too, especially if there's been any passion projects that you've been wanting to invest in, specifically like entrepreneurial. Like, this is a great opportunity for that if you're feeling up to it, you know? But I really feel like you're being called to it too. So there's only 2 piles. 3. 4 of Cups reversed. This full moon is going to help you break out of the emotional rut you've been feeling, this stagnancy, this boredness, through a forced tower moment. Something is going to collapse, but it's meant to collapse, whatever it is. For a lot of you, it might have something to do with your job, okay? But it's like you didn't like it in the first place. It was boring you. You felt over it. It's not challenging you. So try to let it go as gracefully as possible. Yeah, whatever it is. But for a lot of you, it has to do with like work and finances. Okay, you may just experience like your, paycheck decreases, or there's less money coming in. Maybe you lose only one of your jobs, but you have another one, etc. It does feel financial or career related, but for a small group of you, it's something about relationships. Could be any kind of relationship, but it's like one that was meant to be cleared out. Okay? 10 of Swords, yeah. It was just the end. Like, it's like either this job was giving you so much anxiety, like, why am I still here? Or, like, you have a lot of anxiety about your finances right now, or you were at the end, like, with a relationship in your life. Like, you were just so fed up with it and it didn't feel like it resonated with you anymore. So, yeah, I mean, this is confirmation. 10 is numerologically the end. 1 through 10, 10 being the end. And, yeah, you had a lot of mental anxiety about this. Whatever it is that is being forced out of your life in this full moon. The full moon window can be like before the full moon, after the full moon, like a few days. The full moon is on the 8th at about 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah. I mean, this card, it's all about being in a rut emotionally. Like, you're just like, I just don't want any of it. So, coming out of that rut. Okay? Even if it's scary. I mean, starting over, starting something fresh, 10 being the end, a forced tower moment, things kind of falling out of your life. It is scary. But it's for your own good. Definitely. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles reversed. That's why I was getting the sense that it's like career or finances. You're going to feel, worried, understandably, about like survival and money and expenses and stuff for a lot of you. For those of you where relationships, it's going to make you feel lonely. Like you felt like these relationships were stable, but it was just because it was like what you were used to, okay? It just wasn't serving your growth or your happiness anymore. So, with the Queen of Pentacles being reversed. Okay, yeah, Judgment being reversed. Like the universe, God, the angels, whatever you choose to believe in, could see that whatever needed to leave your life and is leaving your life was not serving your highest good anymore. It wasn't encouraging you to be the best version of yourself, to be truly happy and fulfilled with this being reversed. Like literally the universe, God, the angels stepped in. That's why it's a forced tower moment. So it's actually a blessing in disguise. And then here's the Chariot. I think I'm hearing, believe it or not, a new opportunity will be coming in very quickly. Either like new relationships are going to present themselves to you, even if they're just kind of online, or you're going to get this idea for this new job you want to start or this new business you've been meaning to create. There's forward movement. So this is all a very quick moving process. Like there's something's going to be forced out of your life. It was time. It was the end with the 10. It's going to make you feel unstable in one way or another, but it was making you feel emotionally stagnant. So the universe stepped in, God stepped in, and the Chariot, like you're going to feel more balanced once you deal with these feelings and the situation. You're going to feel like you want to move forward and you can move forward and you know how to move forward. So I'm getting a sense like a new relationship is going to come in, maybe even just friendships, or yeah, like a job. Maybe there's been somebody who's like, oh, I've been wanting you to work for me. Like this is a great opportunity. Yeah. So not only are you going to have a tower moment in this full moon window, but you're also going to see how to move forward. So a lot's going to be processed quickly. So please take care of yourself. When energy processes this quickly, which is kind of amazing, in a good way too, because you're going to feel like the Chariot upright even through all this. Your body is going to be like, please take care of me. So please do, okay? All the basics, all the good stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, look. Ace of Pentacles. This is an offer from the universe. This is further clarification of what I was already feeling from a person, or like a new idea that you can actually manifest into reality. But this is tangible, physical, new beginnings in this full moon window for you. And like you're going to be moving from rocky waters into smooth waters, like I said, very quickly. With the Six of Swords, it's like moving from a rocky time, a turbulent time, I should say, but also rocky, right? There's a rock here, into something that's more like peaceful emotionally. And different than this stagnancy that you've been feeling with the Four of Cups. True peace. True, like, I know where I'm going, I know where I'm meant to be going, and I feel like I'm on the right path. All in this full moon. So, wow, that's really cool. Just gonna get some water. Okay, so we've got the Guide reversed. Yeah. The Damsel reversed. Okay, so you're definitely doing some shadow work, which is all about facing your fears. And it's good to be aware of what it is. Wow. And then I also see like you're going to be mentoring yourself in a way, but then also I'm getting a sense of this being an outside person who can mentor you that maybe you should reach out to or will reach out to you. Okay. I think it's going to be different. Some of you, you're going to get the idea to reach out to someone, you should act on it. Others of you, there will be a mentor who will reach out to you. Okay. All right, we're going to do it like this. We've got the archetype deck. We've got the unicorn oracle and we've got the dragon oracle. So if this is like finances and jobs that you're dealing with, there's an element of using power to control people, and I'm feeling that as money. So it's good that it's leaving your life. But for those of you where it's relationships, this represents their archetype of how they act. It tends to be pretty dominant in their experience, in their personality, their views on life. They use power to control people, and it feels passive aggressive and manipulative. They can be cruel. Again, another message of, placing financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. I think that not only has this been like something outwardly in your experience that you've been dealing with, but it's something that you're healing within you, which if you're dealing with family, this is healing family DNA. But this is for your shadow work. Don't obsess about the money you've lost or the job you've lost. Don't obsess about how you're going to get it next. Just naturally follow the signs and the steps to get where you need to go, because if you really pay attention to your guidance, inner guidance, and the synchronicities of God and the universe, signs will present themselves to you, but you have to be able to be in the right mindset to receive them and know what to do from a place of intuition. Just try not to obsess. Try not to freak out. Take good care of yourself. It definitely feels like you're healing something within your family line about this, and also society. I mean, this is very prevalent in society, which applies to the collective, and as humans, we all feel collective energy, whether we're aware of it or not. And this is very much a part of our society that we're healing and needing to heal, especially with this pandemic. So it's really showing us everything that's wrong with that type of way of being. So here's this. I think that for those of you, it's a relationship. It's kind of like they provided some type of stability and security for you, whether it's financial, emotional, or both, or even mental. Could be mental, financial, and emotional. But you're finally facing this and realizing that you can do it for yourself. This is more shadow work for you. If you act on your creativity, you can create that for yourself. And then for those of you, it's about a job or some source of income. You're going to move from being dependent on someone else to, give you money, to making money for yourself is what I'm really feeling here. I'm definitely feeling entrepreneurial, or, something that's just more independent. May not be like starting your own business, but it's just a job that will give you more independence and control in a healthy way. So, with the mentor, I kind of already explained that. And a mentor being different than like a shining knight who's saving you. A mentor who's kind of like teaching you how to be independent. So I think you're doing this for yourself. And for some of you, someone is going to come along and help you to do this for yourself. And I'm also getting a message for some of you. It's both. So you're going to mentor yourself, and then also a mentor will appear externally. So you're being called, whatever your situation is, to be more creative, to draw, paint, think, and act in creative ways. If you're not artistic or you don't feel a calling or a desire, to draw or paint, you're being asked to think outside of the box, to communicate in new ways, to change your experience. And then your dragon is the lilac fire dragon. Transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. This is all about paying attention to the signs. The universe is going to try and send you ideas and send you like signs, you know, whether it's you see the same number in all different sorts of places, or you hear like a song over and over, or it could be anything. It could be feathers, it could be an animal that you see, like synchronicities and symbols come in all different forms. I encourage you to look up synchronicities and what they mean and how they appear to you, because you will be guided along this process. I gotta charge my battery. Yeah, purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. Just trust and faith that you're being guided and that this is right for you. It will bring you more peace, you know? Okay, hold on. Gonna see if there's anything else. Yeah, I'm definitely hearing healing family line, healing family line. So whether you're aware of it or not, or, you know, if this is just about job and finances, you are still healing your family line. So it would be beneficial to learn more about your family and their struggles to see what you're healing, if you feel inclined. 4. Full moon in Libra. All right, we've got the Queen of Swords. You're in bad bitch, but like in a good way. Like clear communication, standing up for yourself, clear in thought, manifesting from a clear place, having your conscious and subconscious mind working together seamlessly. Is what I'm hearing, seamlessly. Bad bitch energy. And then we've got King of Pentacles, a feeling really grounded in like your physical reality. Like I have a feeling that whatever your situation is in this pandemic, like it's comfortable. Yeah, you got a safe place to go. It's warm. You got food. You got nice things. Yeah, you're just in a really good balanced place of Queen and King energy, specifically communicating in a way that speaks to people, that people can understand. And then your work in the world is going really well, whatever that is about. Yeah, you're really, the manifestation of your life in the physical world is comfortable, safe, secure. I'm hearing opulent. So yeah. But at the same time, okay, there's heartbreak, there's loss, there's pain. I think that I want to highlight that you've been working on this for a while, getting your conscious and subconscious mind to work together and really reclaiming that, like, that feminine understanding of your emotions and knowing how to communicate better. So bravo. But you are also in this process, like, and because of the pain that you are feeling, integrating subconscious and conscious minds. So although you're in a lot of pain, I can feel it. Your heart is hurting. You're healing from the past. I'm hearing loneliness. You going through this and allowing the pain to release and experience itself. You are creating more coherence in your mind, which is making you feel more stable in general. So we've got the Lovers here. So I think the pain is surrounding like romantic, either one romantic relationship or like you're just all of you, the past is kind of bubbling up now. Like it's like now this loneliness, this isolation has brought you to a place where you're really reflecting on all your past relationships, which is bringing up a lot of pain. But it's an opportunity to process it finally, is what I'm hearing, for the coherence that you need, for the balance between feminine and masculine energies within yourself, to be more powerful, even more powerful than you are. So, yeah, King of Cups reversed. It's like, you know, there's this element of like opulence and stability and security I'm feeling like your job is pretty like secure, which is really great. Not a lot of people can say that. I mean, well, maybe some. I'm not sure the amounts exactly, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, appreciate that. But then we've got the King of Cups reversed. So it's like I'm getting a sense with the cup being reversed and this being such a big cup, like, and then I'm also noticing like the feminine and masculine energy within this star. It's like finally facing those feelings and not feeling like although you're getting to this place where there's coherence and you're processing your subconscious feelings that have been stored, like you're still feeling like emotionally, like I'm hearing all over the place. But like I said, believe it or not, it's creating a lot more coherence, specifically in your mind. I think that even though you are feeling emotionally like drained and emotionally unstable, particularly, like you're feeling all sorts of emotions right now, if you really pay attention to your thought processes and how that's changed, it'll give you a lot more hope, you know, hope to keep going, a lot more understanding of what's happening. 8 of Swords. Okay, now let's process this. You will get to this coherence. And I'm actually feeling for your pile as well as the last one, this is going to be a very quick process. This is interesting that there's 2 more cards here too. Let's just see. Oh yeah. Let's just, okay. 4 of Pentacles is feeling grounded in the healing that you're doing once it's done. And the Ace of Cups is like feeling like brand new emotionally. However, I don't know why I laid them out this way. It's weird, but you can still see them. So here's your process. Full moon window. This is going to be a very quick process, so buckle up. Now what I mean by that is like a few days before the full moon, a few days after the full moon, could even be up to a week before and a week after. Here's your story. I'm seeing it. Now let's go. In order. Yeah, here we go. This is you. This is your energy in general. The King of Pentacles. Grounded, opulent, has a great career, knows how to manifest things with his willpower. Stable, secure, grounded. Okay? So it's probably why this is throwing you through such a loop, because you're experiencing pain from past relationships, or for some of you, you're experiencing pain about a current relationship that you're in. But for most of you, it's about like you're finally processing the emotions of the past. Could be both. You could be processing pain about a relationship that you're in, as well as ones from the past. The Lovers, the relationships, or relationship. King of Cups reversed. Finally, like letting this big cup of, like, for some of you, you may be finally expressing like all of these negative feelings that you've been feeling towards your partner, and it's bringing a lot to the surface. But in general, it's just all about like your emotions finally coming out. You feel emotionally unstable. You feel a lot of emotions all at once, which is causing you to be stuck in your head and have a lot of anxiety and definitely feeling like a mental and emotional tie here. You're used to being more stable, and all these emotions coming up are giving you a lot of anxiety. Like, this is a lot, but it's self-created. Yeah, if you could try to find ways like to meditate or to journal out these thoughts, then it'll go a lot more smoothly. It's kind of like your mind is trying to get in the way of your emotional progress. And the reason why I say that this is progress is because the next part of your story is grounding the healing that you're doing by allowing these feelings to come out either through communication or, healing from the past by finally facing all of, the negative emotions that you need to face and release in order to find true closure from past relationships. Grounding the healing, really grounding it, so you can have coherence between your subconscious and your conscious mind, from a healed place, from a lighter place. Queen of Swords, finally facing like your emotions, that feminine aspect of yourself, to think more clearly, have mental coherence. This is all like full moon messages for you. I feel like it's going to happen one way or the other. It's either going to be like difficult because you're not going to want to, like, I'm hearing, like, lose control. But if you can find an outlet for your thoughts or get to a place of no thought, you know, like meditation, get your mind out of the way, the emotions will come up and release and heal faster. So it's your choice if it's going to be easy or hard. And it's also a lesson in, like, your mind isn't always your best friend, and I think you're very intellectual and you really value your mind and study and how much you know and how well you can communicate and how well you manifest with the King of Pentacles, but in this case it is hindering you. So it's a lesson in that, like, emotions are important to experience and integrate or release in order to live like a full balanced life. You know how we were talking about the king and the queen in the beginning and being more balanced. And then look, this is an emotional new beginning. So this full moon is going to be quite a ride for you. But healing is going to happen. One way or the other, it's going to happen. It's very beautiful. Okay, your archetypes. So we've got the divine child. Okay. The shadow attribute of the exorcist, the addict, yeah, okay. The shadow attribute of the mediator. Oh, okay, got it. All right, so these are your 4. Those go together. We'll start with those. So I'm getting the sense that you look for advice from someone who raised you. This could be anyone. This could be parents. This could be godparents, step-parents, adoptive parents. This could be like a teacher who was like a parental figure to you, someone from your childhood, someone who raised you, someone you've always sought out advice from. They negotiate with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda. And this can be like really evil, or this can just be, what I'm feeling more from this card is like they kind of want to be dominant. They kind of want to have you. They see you as theirs. They can be pretty jealous. They want you to stay at their level. They don't want you to evolve past them. They don't want you to be happy without them. These are the energies that I'm feeling from this, okay? Which has caused you to be in this energy of fear of facing your own demons. So believe it or not, like, this person who's giving you advice and has always given you advice, it's clouding your judgment and it's keeping you in this fear. Yeah. Because they don't want you to evolve past them and not need them anymore. There we go. That's it. So these feel like you. So I think that you are recognizing this and you're confronting this like addictive behavior to needing their approval and advice. And then I think you're also recognizing toxic behaviors within yourself, cycles that you're repeating, specifically in your relationships, and how your thoughts can hold you back sometimes, how sometimes they aren't something that you should place at the top. You should actually place your emotions at the top. You're going to really recognize this because of how much it's going to be hindering you. Yeah. And then with the divine child, you've got innocence, purity, and redemption. Suggests a special connection with the divine. I think that there's some type of divine journey that you're supposed to ascend for. And so the more you can kind of tap into your inner child and actually find ways to be joyful and happy and laugh, tap into that innocence, that purity, it will help you through this. Yeah, and give you a little breather. And also I'm getting, see, that's also why I was feeling like with child, like this person kind of sees you as like theirs, whether they're their actual parent or not. Because I think for some of you, it's not your actual parent, or it's like a parent type. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how funny. That's exactly what I was just saying. Laughter. You need a good laugh. This is heavy energy. This is very difficult. And then you have someone in your ear that, you know, is supposed to have your best interest in mind that may not even be aware that the reason why they're giving you this bad advice is because they have a subconscious fear of you evolving past them, of not needing them, of not being theirs. Like, it's intense. Like, you're not only dealing with your emotions that are like really heavy and deeply rooted and could possibly even be multiple relationships, but then you're also dealing with this other person. So you really need to find ways to laugh and to relax, indulge your inner child. You need a good laugh. Like, this isn't even just like, you should go and like, it'd be fun. Like, no, you need to laugh. You need to lighten up. For real. This is heavy. This is heavy shit. This is another pile that's not for the faint of heart. And it's happening all so quickly. So, oh my gosh. So for some of you, it's your grandparent. Yeah. And actually it was reversed. So I'm thinking that, it's not like your bond is going to be broken if you do something that they don't like. It's just that you need to break that control that they have over you, which is likely subconscious, and you're not even aware that they are having an influence on your decisions and your energy. So, yeah, you just need to break that toxic tie. You don't have to break your relationship with them forever. True came out reversed, so let's clarify this. What is True doing here? I think that like you're resisting living in your own truth because you're scared, but a lot of this fear is being projected onto you by this parental figure. And if it's not a parent, like, or a grandparent or a parental figure or a teacher, it's just someone who has a lot of subconscious control over you that you seek advice from. So, what is this True card? And prevent you from standing in your masculine power with this being reversed. Like, masculine willpower of being who you are and who you're meant to be. And I'm getting like king energy. I'm getting like leader energy, especially from the lion. I was drawn to the lion in particular. You're meant to be in your power, and it shouldn't threaten this person. And this doesn't mean that you're not going to be in their life. You have to evolve past their energy, because their energy has a hold on your choices and your energy. It's not good for you. It's preventing you from being your best self. So, like I said, you can break the toxic tie without breaking the bond. Okay, and then you've got 2 dragons. You've got the dusty pink dragon from Andromeda. Prepares all your chakras to embody higher love. Yeah, it's like you're just clearing out. I'm actually feeling like you're clearing out all of your 7 chakras. There's been blocks in all of them. So research all 7 and what they represent, and trust your intuition to know what exactly it is, because I'm channeling an image of all 7 chakras like being cleared. Almost the way that you would sweep. Like the energy that I'm seeing is like when you sweep dust and clearing it. So prepares all your chakras to embody higher love, accept and radiate higher love, touch others with its flame. Yeah, the best way to deal with this other person and deal with yourself is from a place of love and understanding. Understanding for yourself, understanding for your exes, understanding for this other person, like putting yourself in their shoes, which is the full moon in Libra is all about. Like, Libra energy is all about the ability to put yourself in other people's shoes and see their perspective and find the balance between theirs and yours. So I know that that's going to be huge for you, I think, in dealing with this one person specifically. And then you've got Kuan Yin's pink dragon in reverse. So, brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. Yeah, there's karmic imbalance because you're not leaving the energy of the past in the past. Even though you want to, it's not happening as successfully as it needs to. But you can change that, okay? With this card being reversed, it's an opportunity, it's a possibility. And then you're not bringing karmic balance to this person who still sees themselves as like your caretaker and theirs in one way or another, and doesn't want you to evolve past them. Like, the karmic balance here is that you're supposed to be the leader, And they can be in your life or not. It's your choice, whoever they are. It's a general reading. But the karmic balance here is you taking back your power and being a leader and standing in your power. So that karmic balance needs to be reset too. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Yeah, there's some kind of toxic cord between you and this person and between you and your exes. And it could be old friends, you know, that you had like really strong relationships with. But there's definitely some cords that are needing to be dissolved and are dissolving one way or another, either the easy way or the hard way. So enjoy your freedom. You deserve to be free from this. You deserve to feel free. Intimacy and relationships should not feel like a chain. They should not feel like they're keeping you in a box, you know? Or you have to act a certain way to receive their love. Like, love should not be conditional. And that's actually, Kuan Yin is all about unconditional love. She is the enlightened being of unconditional love here. This is being reversed. So I think for a lot of you, it's a mother figure. I'm getting that now. Look for the divine all around you. And I'm being drawn back now to the divine child card. Indulge that aspect of yourself. It will help you to heal and to understand others better. Okay? Because children are like so unconditionally loving. And you have that within you strong. So, yeah, I just sense that there's kind of like a sweetness, a softness, a vulnerability about you, which is why other people's energy can affect you so much. So this is all about just dealing with the emotions of that. Pink. Heart chakra energy, you know? It's like when the heart evolves from green energy to pink energy, because green energy is conditional love and pink energy is unconditional love. And then eventually it evolves to the highest, the white, and look, white's here too, which is like just like an enlightened being, constantly 100% of the time being in unconditional love energy. So yeah. You're spiritually ascending, so that's beautiful. And I'm sorry that it's difficult, but it's your choice. You can make it less difficult. Yeah, your heart chakra is going from the green to the pink to the white, like very quickly, which is why you're in so much mental anxiety. 5. All right, we've got the King of Swords reversed. Control issues. We'll find out what that's about. Temperance and dealing with whoever has control issues, finding balance, finding a way for both parties to be happy. This could be work related. 6 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, someone is resisting the need to be generous, to find balance, being selfish and controlling. I'm hearing manipulative. So I'm really feeling like this involves money or things. This could be within a family structure or an actual job. 4 of Swords. There's an element of resting and healing and rejuvenation here, especially with the Temperance card. Because this feels like it's between two people, but then also for yourself. Like you're getting specific time to be alone, to not deal with others, to heal. And think more clearly about the kind of dynamics you want to have like in your life in terms of relationships, because it feels like you deal with a lot of selfish, controlling types that don't want to be generous. King of Wands reversed. Yeah, so someone is very like overly aggressive. It doesn't feel like you. It feels like somebody else, like an employer, maybe a father figure, or a mother who's like really in her male energy. That's possible, but like overly in it, like overly harsh with their words, overly controlling with the swords and the wands. A need for balance here. I also feel like you can bring balance to the situation if you can come from it like with a clear head, which is why you're in this healing energy here. And with the full moon, like facing your feelings about how you're dealing with this person, it feels like one person, or it could be like a corporation that's like really controlling and manipulative and powerful. Definitely feel a lot of power, whether it's a company or one person in particular. And like they do not want to be generous with money or their things. Like they're being called to do it and they're not. Yeah, that's confirmation. We've got the Daughter of Pentacles. I think for a lot of you, this is a prominent like matriarch or patriarch in your family, and then you are like, considered to be like a child in this family. Feels like you're also doing some inner child healing with the Daughter of Pentacles, because you have this time to reflect and really face your feelings and rest and rejuvenate. This time that you have, it's a blessing. It's being given to you for a reason to really like face how you're feeling and take care of yourself, process your feelings. Yeah, in terms of this being daughter energy, it's not about if you're a woman or a man. It's about like your feminine energies, like the energies of your inner child, specifically like your feelings, your intuition, wanting to receive and give love. This person is not. So if it's a job situation, it could still be about facing this and your feelings surrounding it and seeing how the feelings are also related to something that you experienced in childhood and how you don't want this anymore. You want to heal from this. I feel like you want to move on from this. Queen of Wands reversed. So now another player has presented themselves. There's a King of Wands and Swords reversed, and then now there's a Queen of Wands reversed. Now, if there aren't two specific people that you're thinking of, like a matriarch and a patriarch, or just two people, very powerful, but also manipulative and controlling, this could all represent the same person, which would mean more to me that it would be like a corporation or a company, like a group of people who all act the same way, okay, with all of this energy. Oh, that's confirmation. Think about it like that. A group of people who all act the same way, controlling, overly like toxic in their masculinity of like aggressiveness. And then also passive aggressive manipulation with the Queen of Wands reversed. It's funny, the Seven of Cups usually represents like options or like emotional confusion. And I definitely feel like you're dealing with some emotional confusion, but what I'm really feeling from this is like you are actually facing all of these feelings that you have, processing them really effectively, and then like all of these feelings that you've gotten to know and either integrate or release are going to serve you in dealing with whatever you're dealing with. Like I'm sensing this as like all of these cups are going to give you wisdom to know how to deal with this, to know how to move on, to know how to do, like what to do next. So bravely feel all the feels because they will serve you well. Okay. So for your archetype cards, you've got the Poet, the Martyr, shadow attribute of the Martyr. This is what you're facing when you have time to yourself. Self-pity. But you are dealing with some very strong toxic energies, whether it's one person or multiple people or a company or a corporation. So, this is unjustified, okay? But residing in this energy of self-pity with the Martyr shadow attribute, it's not going to make anything better. It's almost like letting them win, and they don't deserve to win. So with the Poet, I'm actually getting a message here of like, with expresses soul insights and symbolic language, you'll find a lot of solace in poetry, either writing it or reading it, about people who have been through a similar experience as you. And if you're not really into like writing poetry, this is definitely just still a call to write and get it out like in a journal, or on your computer, type on WordPad, whatever. It's probably a different name for it now, but you know what I mean. I don't use the one on my computer. I use the one on my telephone. So yeah, poetry is going to bring you a lot of solace. Another message is pay attention to the signs the universe is speaking to you in synchronicities and symbols to help you along and know what to do next and how to process this. Like, you're not really alone. There is the universe waiting to help you if you look out for it. So, look up all the different types of synchronicities that can appear to you. It can be a song, numbers, feathers, animals that you see. I mean, it's amazing how the universe can speak to you through literally anything. You just have to have the eyes to see it. So, yeah, that's your message there. Let the universe help you. Ask the universe to help you. That's another message. Ask for it. Ask for the help. And then you'll receive it. All you have to do is ask. You're not alone. You don't have to feel bad for yourself. Yes, this is terrible, but alchemize it into something, into all that wisdom we were talking about. Okay, so we've got the Fool here. Using humor to wound rather than liberate. So one of these people, or all of these people, they're, in terms of the Queen of Wands being reversed, they know how to hit you where it hurts with their toxic jokes. Oh, it's just a joke. You know, like, it's not a joke. You're trying to hurt me. And there's also a message here of try not to be too hard on yourself. Try not to joke around about, oh man, I asked for this. Oh my gosh, you know, I should have seen this coming. Oh, haha, I'm such an idiot. Like, don't. Because the truth is, like, these people, they're in such a toxic energy. Like, I mean, I feel like this doesn't have anything to do with you. This is just how they are. So please don't blame yourself. Please don't make a joke out of it and blame yourself in any way. With the denial of your emotional truth, like, try not to shove those feelings down that are hard to feel, because it'll just come out in that way, and then you'll continue to feel sorry for yourself, and you know, you won't understand why you're stuck or why you're not moving forward. It's because, like, you have to be aware of and express your emotional truths, particularly through writing in some way, or reading poetry, or even finding a book. That's a good message. Thank you. A book about, like, someone who's been through the same thing as you. Ask for the universe to help you find it, and then you will. You know, it's like, it really is that simple. You just have to be willing to be vulnerable. Yeah, making up tales that harm others. We're just further clarifying that, like, these people you're dealing with, this person you're dealing with, you know, they're just really toxic. And don't act the same way that they do. Don't harm yourself by telling yourself a story of how you should have seen it coming, or how you should have known better, or whatever the story is that you're telling yourself, because it's not true. It's perpetuating the self-pity. And this is an opportunity for you to gain a lot of wisdom, to deal with this situation, these people, this person really well, come out on top, heal from it, and then move on to, like, a better chapter in your life from that healed place. So please do not ignore this opportunity. Yeah. For your unicorn card, you've got one step at a time. This is difficult. Just take it one step at a time. The next right thing. That song from Frozen. I just channeled that for you. The one that Anna sings when I'm not going to ruin the movie if you haven't seen it. And if you're laughing, you shouldn't be, because there's a lot of wisdom in it. Just do the next right thing. One step at a time, each day. You know, lots of little steps make big dreams come true. Don't think you have to face all these feelings at once. You have to face all these people, or this person, or all this toxic energy at once. Just one step at a time. And really rely on the universe. Ask for the help. Look for the help. Love heals fear. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people to be less afraid. Yeah, you can deal with them better, or deal with this person better, or this group or this company better, if you come from a healed place, where you're not trying to hurt them or get back at them or be angry. You can teach them too. Not only can you come out healed and more wise, but you can teach. And it feels like you're kind of like being called to be the teacher. So you're very powerful in your own right. So please don't disregard your own power, okay? I just got a message, like, this person may have a thing for cats too. Okay, and then you've got 3 dragons. You've got the Omega Dragon, the Orange Dragon, and the Green Dragon reversed. Okay, this is a message of don't shut yourself off to the messages that present themselves to you in nature. through the animals that you see or hear, anything out of the ordinary, like nature wants to speak to you and help you along with this. I get a sense you're not going outside enough with this being reversed, and it's going to hold the key to a lot of answers that you need. So please make time to go outside. I'm going to leave that upright, okay? Helps you tune into the secrets of nature. Receive answers and guidance from nature. Read it. Orange Dragon brings soul families and communities together. Yeah, I actually feel like for some of you, the people that you're dealing with or the person that you're dealing with is actually a part of your soul family, and they're coming from a very wounded place. And I think you're supposed to help teach them through your own healing and how you deal with this situation. For others of you, where that doesn't apply, you're meant to unite with your soul family, which is why you're being called to do such healing right now. Like the people that you're actually supposed to be working with and interacting with, that's healthy. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. Yeah. I'm getting really warm. I'm getting a really warm feeling from this orange dragon. Tap into that fire energy that can burn out what's no longer serving us and serving others, and really create and cook something new. I don't know why cook just came into my head. Maybe some of you, it's like you are being called to go and cook and be in the culinary field. I actually feel like for a small group of you, that's why that word came through. Definitely feeling fire energy though. Fire in its destructive capacity to burn this toxic energy, to really process these feelings and burn away what no longer serves you within yourself, to approach this person or these other people from a very strong, fiery willpower place. And then also the fire needed to kindle what needs to be created next in your life. Really stepping into your power. Okay, because I feel like you don't think of yourself as a powerful person, but you actually very much are. And your vulnerability and your softness, that good heart you have, it's part of your power. We're just not taught in a patriarchal society, which we are slowly evolving out of, that that's power. It is power. So I'm here to tell you that for sure. And we got Omega Dragon. Oh, that leads me to this card. Beautiful. Harnesses the divine feminine power of creation. Intention, hold your vision, birth the higher consciousness. You are a very powerful manifester here. Alpha and Omega, this is divine feminine energy, and you may resonate with that term. Actually, if you don't know much about divine feminines and twin flames, I'm encouraging you to look that up right now. Divine feminine energy for sure. You're very capable of manifesting from a place that is strong in its vulnerability and compassion and love. Defeating overly masculine and toxic feminine energy with the softness of your heart, with the purity of your heart, by standing in that strong power of it. Because that energy, it can't stand against this. It can't stand against this energy. And like I said, we're not taught to believe it, but it's very true. And I can tell you from my own experience, when I can put my own ego aside and I stand in this power, the toxic energy does fall away. And I experience it often. So take it from someone who really has seen how it works. Yeah. This is an opportunity for you to really own your power, your divine feminine power. 6. Okay. Full moon in Libra. 7 of Wands reversed. I'm hearing people overstepping boundaries. A lot of carnal, animalistic type fighting, dominant struggles, disrespecting personal willpower of others, willpower battles. This is the kingmaker, king breaker. It's almost I'm feeling one energy is in this noble quest to become the king, and this other energy is I will win at any cost. So the 9 of Swords reversed. Whatever has been really keeping you up at night. I mean, I'm talking real anxiety. If it's not keeping you up at night, you just obsess about it, and it's a very difficult energy, you're going to be coming out of this. There's going to be some kind of clarity with the swords in the full moon. okay? Because you're coming out of this anxiety with the Nine of Swords being reversed. I'm hearing you're finally going to know what to do. Whoever this person is, and again, this could also be a company or someone you work for or a corporation. I'm actually hearing politics for some of you. If you're in the realm of politics in one way or another, you're going to know what to do. You're going to finally get the answers you've been needing. But this is going to be a battle. Ace of Wands being reversed. I mean, I'm feeling, again, a struggle of willpower. Because this is Wands and this is Wands. And instead of this feeling like spiritual in nature, this is more about animal nature. This specific quarrel. Because it's dominance. I just feel like I want to get another card for the Ace of Wands reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. It might be someone where you're like, or some, company, etc., where you just want to be like kind and be like, can't we just get along? But it's like, you feel more evolved here, okay? But it's not the time for that. You actually have to play. You have to play this game. You have to engage in this struggle. There's a reason for it. There's a reason that you need to learn this lesson, that sometimes it has to happen. But I feel like more. We need more, if that's okay. Oh, great. Ten of Pentacles reversed. This is either regarding a family situation or a work situation. Yeah. I'm hearing money. Something to do with money. Power regarding money. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take it how it resonates. But yeah, again, very, it's like the animal instincts of human nature. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, you need to go to battle, but you, don't want to with the blindfold here. You want to just be like, can't we all get along? You want to try to appeal to, this person or this company's, heart, but it's not going to work, unfortunately. However, I'm still getting the message of you're going to know what to do. You just may not want to do it. Yeah. Let me just get one more card to wrap it up. Okay, so it's reversed. So for some of you, it's a woman that you have a family with. For some of you, it's a prominent, female in your family. For some of you, it's a female boss. Yeah. You think you can appeal to their emotions, but they're actually more in their animal nature. So I actually feel like they're going against their own nature too. So, all right, I just want to get one more card for the Ace of Wands reversed, because I get this as it's not... the Ace of Wands upright is the universe is giving you the willpower or the creativity necessary to create something next. With this being reversed, I got the message of it's more animalistic and willpower oriented, but I'd like to get one more message about it. Keep yourself balanced. There are other people to consider. Don't overdo it. Take care of your physical body. This is meant to show you your own inner strength. I feel like you're a person who's very strong in their faith. It feels like you feel like a spiritual person. But this is about you proving to yourself that you can do it and that your animal nature is important too. Very interesting. Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, you've been in your head you haven't known what to do, but you'll be able to know what to do. Something about this full moon is going to give you the clarity that you need. Maybe this reading. Let me know. Okay. So for your archetypes, we've got the shadow attribute of the networker. They convey information only for personal gain. Reminds me of the shadow attribute of the mediator. Spreads fear and falsehood. Yeah, they want to keep you in an energy of fear. Definite emotional manipulation. They're definitely not like a let's bring people together in peace and harmony. They're like a let's separate and then let me have dominance over a select few. That's the energy that I feel. And we've got teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. This feels more like you, and I'm hearing they don't like that about you. They want to be the dominant one. They think they can be the teacher. They want to be your teacher. Orphan child. Independence based on learning to go it alone. I feel a sense I feel a sense of leaving this energy behind in one way or another, dealing with it effectively. You're going to get some kind of insights to deal with this effectively, to let this energy to stop affecting you so much, whatever situation you're dealing with, because you're going to tap into this independence. This person preys on a wound that you have about feeling like an orphan child. Now, if you weren't actually like abandoned by your parents physically, they could have just not been there for you emotionally, which would still have you be embodying the orphan child, because children not only need you to physically be there, but they need you to emotionally be there for them. So this is a wound that they prey on, whether they're aware of it or not. But you are going to be embodying the light attribute. Also inviting this energy into your life. I feel like you're finally ready to heal it and face it. Independence based on learning to go it alone. Like you're just going to be like, look, I just want to make my own decisions. Like, I really feel that. I just want to make my own decisions. I'm hearing that. Like, come on. Servant. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. This feels like you. And they're like exactly the opposite of you. And you may not see it that way, but yeah. You're a teacher and you like to serve others. And you're healing this wound within yourself, so like they can't trigger that wound within you. And that's what's going to break the tie, break that toxic tie. Even if it's an employer, sometimes, human psychology, it's amazing how it can apply to everyday life. Look at this. Happy surprise from the Unicorn Oracle. Something very good is about to happen. And I think it's that clarity, knowing what to do, breaking out of your own mental anxiety, healing that wound, that orphan child wound. It could also, if the family thing doesn't apply, you could have just not felt accepted by your peers, which makes you feel like an orphan child. As a child, you may not have felt accepted like as your true authentic self. Or it could be all those things like family and society. But excuse me, I think this happy surprise is like, I don't know, you're just going to start seeing the magic more in yourself. Like you're going to really start to believe in yourself more. You're going to know what to do. You're going to handle this well. Something very good is about to happen in this full moon, so that's really great. And decide. Two of Swords reverse is making a decision. I just showed you that earlier. And then look, decide. It's time to clearly make a decision about what you want. And once you decide what it is that you want, I think that you probably have been going back and forth about what you want. I think this happy surprise is you're finally going to decide and you're really going to act on it. Your final 3 cards from the Dragon Oracle. You've got the Pure White Dragon from Orion. Yeah. It says process what you know. I think that you've just been in a stagnancy of not being able to mentally process what's happening. Probably because of how it makes you feel. But there's going to be some kind of like aha moment within yourself. And you're going to be able to process it and know what to do. Act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. Yeah, reclaiming your power, not allowing people to have power over you. Gaining wisdom about the situation. Like this is a really big karmic lesson, it feels like. Magenta Dragon. enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. Oh, and I feel really warm in my heart. Yeah, heart healing. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding, really tapping more into your higher self. Definitely feeling that. By removing blockages in your heart. Prepare for accelerated ascension. Yeah. Releasing blocks helps you to ascend. The second I looked at this card, I could feel heart healing. So, and standing in your power. Both of these cards are talking about wisdom. Air and fire dragon. Final card. Expand your creative energies. Yeah, if you've been feeling blocked creatively, like, and this can be about anything. You don't have to be an artist. It could be about something that you've been wanting to do, something you've been wanting to, I don't know, relationship you've been wanting to start, anything, creating something new in your life. This is going to free those blocks. Harnesses your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. Yeah, you're going to know what to do. You're going to know how to talk about what you need to talk about from your heart. Releasing blockages, going after what you want. Yeah, a lot of mental clarity and heart healing. Beautiful. So, happy full moon in Libra. Bye.